Hello everybody. As you can see, I am not in my usual place. This is definitely a bit different to what I'm used to, but that's perfectly fine and dandy. And so, you may probably have noticed already, yes, that is indeed the man, the myth, the man who needs no explanation, the greatest contributor to the VTuber community since, God knows honestly, Mummy Mortem!
Hello, hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you very much.
That is fantastic to hear. Okay, so, without further ado, I am very excited to get this interview going. So,
I am too.
my first question to you is going to be, what got you into VTubing?
I guess the beginning would be I saw a YouTube video of a little shark girl or anime girl in a shark costume that was just titled Ah, and that's it. That's what got me introduced to the whole thing. Then, after some time, I went onto more and more VTubers, and I thought, hey, I kind of want to do this myself. I looked up some videos. I realized it's actually not that difficult. And here we are today.
Interesting, so I guess you could say that your very first influence was actually Gargura.
Yes, indeed.
That's very interesting. Nobody has actually named specific VTubers for their inspirations, so it's very interesting to see that it was Gargura who got you into this.
Yeah, it was the first VTuber I saw.
I see. Okay, next question to you is going to be, what actually got you into VTuber supporting in particular?
Oh, well, I could start the same way, but add the fact of me being not in the greatest of spots, like some, yeah. I wasn't having the best of times, but then I discovered VTubers, and they really helped me. Made me smile when I was having a bad day, and I wanted to give back. And that's why I'm doing this today.
Yeah, I know that you and Ben Soulstone in particular are very positive people in terms of how you go about your lives and how you go about treating this community that we're a part of. And I do have to admit, it's very impressive to see people who go out of their way day by day to contribute so much positivity to this community.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I try my best.
Okay, this question might be a bit interesting because you've only recently gotten back into streaming, but I might as well ask it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
What games in particular do you enjoy playing on stream?
It's mostly comfy games, especially well, I say comfy, but I really make everything comfy. I feel like Cult of the Lamb was fun the last time I played it. Minecraft is always a good one, and I really like to play MMORPGs. Those are probably my favorite.
I see. Yeah, I do notice that you do play a lot of interesting games with plenty of people, and it's very nice to see that.
Yes.
Okay, next question is going to be, oh boy, this is going to be a fun one. So, obviously, as you are one of the largest, if not the largest VTuber supporter in our community, this is going to be a very interesting question for you to answer.
Okay.
If there was 3 things that you could say to a VTuber, what would it be?
As advice, or just 3 things I would say?
Well, just in terms of advice.
Okay, advice. Um, don't only stream. Use other platforms to grow your community, especially social media, of course. Network a lot. Be consistent. Those are probably, well, that was more than 3, I think, but those are the big ones that I can highly recommend for everyone.
Alright. Now, when I first talked with Seirinu about VTuber supporting, he said that there's a lot more to it. Do you really agree with Seirinu's like viewpoints on VTuber supporting, or do you think that to be a VTuber supporter can be something different?
Well, support comes in many forms. So, for example, things that I do is retweeting whoever tags me. I, of course, also retweet on my own without them tagging me. Other things I do is offer advice for anyone that asks for it, especially on growth and stuff like that. And even just following people can help them. So support comes in many ways. There's a lot to it, and you don't really have to call yourself a VTuber supporter to do them.
That's true. That's true. Would you actually consider interviewing VTubers a form of support?
If I would consider interviewing them,
No, would you consider interviewing VTubers as a form of supporting them?
oh yeah, sure, of course.
Well, there you have it, people. I'm an official VTuber supporter.
There we have it.
You've heard it from the man
Exactly.
himself. Okay, so despite the fact that you've been here for almost a full year now, you've really succeeded. And I wanted to actually ask you, is there any struggles that you've had when you started VTubing?
Struggles I had was seeing friends leave. That was a big part. Like, it's always very difficult whenever you have a friend in the community, they're a VTuber, and then they just can't pursue that hobby or dream anymore. That's always pretty heavy.
Yeah,
So
I can imagine that you seeing all the graduation posts lately have probably not been good for you.
yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, there's been a lot of graduations recently, and it's been pretty upsetting to see it all happen, but life is cruel, unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say that personally, my own struggles have been largely through my voice, but I've already gotten over that, per se. And now my main struggle is now trying to actually grow, and that's definitely going to be a huge issue that's going to haunt me for the rest of my career, largely because of the fact that I don't really have a lot of free time to pursue my VTuber stuff.
Yeah. It's definitely something. If you want to grow, you need to put a lot of effort into it. It isn't enough to just stream here and there, maybe do a few videos, I'd say. So yeah, it's difficult, but it's very doable. At
I
my
mean,
beginning, I didn't do a whole lot. I still, of course, retweeted a lot and stuff like that, but it's like nothing compared to what I do now.
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still very impressed with the fact that I have managed to garner a sizable following on Twitter in less than a few months' time, despite
Yeah,
my inability to properly commit to VTubing.
yeah.
Wow, we are going for this quickly. It's shocking. Anyway, I guess I should also ask you too. What do you think about the retweet bots that we have in our community?
The retweet bots. So like hashtag VTuber and stuff like that, and then a few bots come. Yeah, well, it sure helps. I don't really see a negative to that, if I'm being honest.
I see. Okay, now since you are the head honcho of VCare, I'm now going to ask you a few questions about that in particular.
Okay.
So, I guess the first question I want to ask about VCare is, what exactly brought you, Moai, Arisu, and Valentine together to create the group?
We were all like barely knowing each other for being VTuber supporters, and Moai just decided to pull us all into a Discord group, and we organized retweeting tweets, or we just sent tweets into that group, started retweeting them, we started talking more, and I'm not sure who, but one of us just came up with the idea, hey, we could make a group. And then we did that.
Yeah, I see. So, just for my watchers who are seeing this and don't really know much about VCare or the people behind it, I'll quickly go through them. Despite the fact that Mortem himself has gone through the group on his re-debut stream.
Yes.
So, Mortem in particular is your main go-to for retweeting things. He also gives out advice, and he's also very much going to be there if you need to ask him anything about VTubing.
Correct.
Irisu also does a similar thing herself. She can retweet things, she can give you advice, and she can answer questions about VTubing. So basically, Mortem and Irisu serve a similar purpose.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the Tutor Valentine, who we've already interviewed here, he's a bit more interesting, because not only is he just a funny clown robot, but he also is actually your main go-to for supporting lewd tubers.
That's also correct, yep.
Yes, and of course, first thing what a lewd tuber is, well, I'll be very surprised. But basically, a lewd tuber is a VTuber who likes to adventure in the spicy stuff. Let's put it that way.
That's a good way to put it.
And Moai of Knowledge is also very interesting. Moai is not somebody you can go to for retweets. Instead, Moai offers up very incredible works. And the key thing about Moai is the fact that you can go to him and commission him for VTuber assets. And of course, he has the ever so favourite, the Great VTuber Care Package, which is a lot of assets for a great value. I would have bought one myself, but I was a bit too late on that.
Yeah, even this background is done by him, so yeah.
Yeah, obviously the background you see right now is done by Moai of Knowledge, and it's a really good background. But yeah, so each an individual member of VCare has a pretty major role in our community, and they offer really good things for us. Again, Moai offers the great VTuber Care Package, which is overlays, stream alerts, backgrounds, and all such for a very good price. Mortem and Arisu can offer you retweets, advice, and answers to your questions. And Valentine is also your main go-to if you are a not-so-innocent VTuber. So yeah, VCare is a very good concept. I very much enjoy the fact that you four have come together to actually allow the community to have a main go-to for help, which is fantastic.
Yes. Of course, I also want to mention that we also made a hashtag VCare package, which people can also use in order to get retweets from our official VCare account.
Yeah, but was also a reminder too. You can either tag them directly for individual retweets, or you can use hashtag VCare package to get the full retweet from the VCare account itself.
Yes, which I'm also managing. So you're basically getting 2 retweets from me if you use the hashtag and tag me.
Yeah, so there you go. Fun times. Okay, my next question for you in regards of VCare is, what are the main objectives you want to fulfill with this group?
Well, it's pretty much the same thing as we've done for the longest time now. It's just continue to support other VTubers.
Well, fair enough, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I was expecting a more greater ambition, but I guess not everybody is as ambitious as myself.
Yeah.
But again, that's perfectly fine if it's just a better way to support the community. Okay. So now that we've talked a good bit about VCare, and I want to ask you for some of your opinions. So here we go.
Mm-hmm.
So my first question to you, in terms of your opinions, is how important do you think collaborating is?
Collabing in terms of if you do it for growing can definitely help, but it's not really as effective because people tend to only stick around, of course, if they like the content they see. So it's good for smashing two communities together, or communities of multiple people, of course. It's also great if you just want to maybe collab with your friends. It's always more fun that way, and viewers will realize that you're having fun.
Yeah, because one of the key parts of me when it comes to streaming is I am primarily, if not exclusively, going to be collaborating with friends. So there you go.
That's fine.
Yeah, because again, I am a YouTuber first. I'm then a streamer second, and all my streams I hope in the future I can do via collaboration, and it's gonna be fun. I mean, I'm trying to plan some future ones, and I look forward to them honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe one
Collabing is
day,
always fun.
and then one day you and I could probably do something together. But we'll see.
Sure.
Maybe you can have me on for like a educational stream, perhaps. But anyway, yeah, I would say that don't collab if you want to grow. I would say that collab only for fun because it's just better that way. Simply as.
True. I agree with
And
that.
that is obviously something I hope I can look into for the future. Okay, next question is, do you think that the drama in our community can actually improve?
The drama in our community. Well, I want to start this with saying that drama exists in every community, not just ours.
True.
A lot of people tend to forget that. And drama is bound to happen. There's always things happening. It's a large community. Let's also not forget that. Like with the amount of, I think the other day, VTuber, hashtag VTuber was trending with like 180,000 tweets. So there are a lot of VTubers and a lot of stuff happens in that community. So yeah, avoiding drama is very difficult, and not interacting with it is sometimes even more difficult. But yeah, it's difficult to reduce the amount of drama.
Yeah, I do often tend to forget how large the community actually is. But then again, I do get that small reminder every few days or so when I see one of our tags trending.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do want to make a quick clarification to those who see my Twitter page and whatnot. I don't actually actively engage in drama. Instead, I try my best to clarify or dispel it entirely. Which is why when I made my video lately on talking about VTuber model prices, I made that video in the intent of dispelling that drama entirely. And, well, I mean, the drama already kind of faded long before I made that video, but I would consider that video would be nail in the coffin for that controversy. Because at the end of the day, my whole gist is going to be education, gaming, and interviews, and so I feel like the best way to stop drama is to get the actual facts out there.
Yeah, educate people.
Yes. Okay. Let's take a look. Run with my brain a small bit. Okay. Honestly, I don't think I have much else to ask. Which is very surprising because you've really gone through this quickly. Like, this is your first interview and you've already just breezed through it. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, it's not actually my first interview.
Oh?
Yeah, my second collab ever was an interview with Squirrel. I can't pronounce that word, but
I see.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, actually no, one more question before I forget. What are your aspirations for the future?
Right now I'm debating on going for a partner push. I know I announced it on Twitter, like, hey, okay, I'm gonna try this now and I need your help, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. It's definitely something that would help, especially in terms of, well, being a partner would allow me to create a team for VCare on Twitch. It would also give me the opportunity to have more emote slots and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll see about that. Other things I would like to achieve in the future is definitely looking to more ways to support. I keep adding stuff like, for example, the other day I added that people can just DM me and I will look at their tweets and maybe try to improve them for them to fit for the algorithm. So yeah, looking for new ways to improve, always improving, learning new things, experiencing, and of course making memories.
Of
That's what I'm
course.
here for.
Okay, and just like that, everybody, that will end the interview with Mummy Mortem. Now, as our very last question, where can people find you?
Sure. So you can find me over on Twitter. That's where I'm most active. It's at Mortem. And you can also find me over on Twitch TV/Mummy Mortem. That's it. That was weird, but yeah, got to it.
Okay.
Those are the two places.
Well, it has been a massive honor to have had you here on to Voice Interview.
Thank you so much for having me.
And I am absolutely impressed with all the work you have done for the community over the course of this year.
Thank you.
And I can imagine that in the future, all of your kindness and positivity will truly pay off. And just like that, that will conclude the interview. If you enjoy watching this interview, consider subscribing on my YouTube channel, and consider checking out Mortem on Twitter and Twitch. And just like that, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Signing off.
Bye bye.